The Impatient seed and the deep roots. In a flourishing garden behind a red brick house, spring had arrived with its promise of new beginnings. The rich soil teemed with seeds eager to grow, and among them was a particularly ambitious sunflower seed named Sprout. The moment Sprout pushed through the earth and felt the first warm rays of sunlight, he began to complain. "Why am I still so small?" he demanded, looking around at the established plants swaying in the breeze. "I should be tall and magnificent by now. Everyone should be looking up at me in admiration." Nearby, a young oak sapling named Deeproot was quietly growing, having sprouted from an acorn that had fallen several seasons ago. Though he stood only knee-high, his presence felt solid and peaceful. "Patience, friend," Deeproot said gently. "Growth takes time. I've been here longer than you. Yet look, I'm still quite small myself." Sprout scoffed. "That's exactly my point. You're so far behind. While you've been wasting time, I'm going to show everyone how it's really done." He stretched his stem toward the sky with fierce determination. "Watch me become the tallest plant in this entire garden." From that day forward, Sprout poured all his energy into growing upward. He shot up with remarkable speed, his stalk stretching higher and higher until he towered over most of the other young plants. Other seeds looked at him with envy, and Sprout basked in their admiration. "See how impressive I am," he boasted, swaying dramatically in the wind. "Height is everything. Who needs to waste time like Deeproot over there, still barely taller than the grass?" But while Sprout focused solely on reaching for the sky, Deeproot continued his steady, patient growth. Though his trunk remained modest, his roots spread wide and deep beneath the soil, creating an intricate network that reached far down toward underground water sources and nutrients. "Don't you want to grow faster?" Sprout called down to him. "Everyone's looking at me now. Not you." Deeproot simply smiled. "I'm growing plenty," he replied, "just not where you can see it." As summer arrived, the sun blazed hotter each day. Week after week passed without rain, and the garden began to show signs of stress. The surface soil grew dry and cracked, and many of the shallow-rooted plants started to wilt. Sprout, despite his impressive height, began to feel weak. His leaves drooped, and his once proud stalk started to bend. He had grown so quickly that his roots remained small and near the surface, unable to reach the deeper moisture that lay far below. "I don't understand," he gasped, struggling to stay upright. "I'm the tallest. I should be the strongest." Around the garden, other plants with shallow roots were suffering too. Some withered completely, while others hung limp and yellow in the scorching heat. But Deeproot stood firm and green. His extensive root system had reached deep into the earth where water still flowed, and his steady growth had created a strong foundation that could weather the drought. More remarkably, water seemed to pool around his base, and struggling plants nearby began to show signs of recovery. "How are you doing this?" Sprout whispered weakly. "My roots run deep," Deeproot explained. "I share what I find down there with my neighbors. That's what roots do. They don't just take. They give back to the whole garden." As Sprout watched, he saw tiny droplets of water seeping up around Deeproot's base, forming small puddles that other plants could access. The young oak had become a source of life for the entire area around him. "I thought being tall made me important," Sprout said, finally understanding. "But you're the one really helping everyone." "Height isn't wrong," Deeproot said kindly. "You'll grow tall again when the rains return, and your flowers will bring beauty and seeds for the future. But true strength always comes from below, from taking time to build something that lasts." When the autumn rains finally came, Sprout's roots had grown deeper too, taught by the drought to seek lasting nourishment rather than quick success. He grew tall once more, but this time his growth was steady and strong, supported by the foundation he had finally learned to build. Standing beside Deeproot, who continued his patient growth toward becoming a mighty oak. Sprout realized that the most impressive heights are reached not through haste, but through the slow, steady work of growing deep roots first. Moral: lasting success requires patience and strong foundations, not just rapid growth.